there, and welcome back to Cuckoo for Books. My name is Salva, and today I will be doing a book review on Ellen O's final prophecy novel, King. So this is the third book in the prophecy series. If you want to check out my prophecy review, it's over here, and my warrior review, the second book in the series, is over here. Lots of mixed feelings going into this book. I really wanted to read it, and at the same time I didn't want to read it because it was the last book, and that meant saying goodbye to Kira and all the other characters I'd grown to love. But I decided to rip the band-aid off. I would say this is the best of all three prophecy books, which is good because I have been burned too many times by final books that sucked and just sort of ruined the entire series for me. So I'm glad that this turned out to be my favorite book out of all three. In this novel, Kira's adventures take us to Jindo Island, and I really love the world building there. I love the village that they stayed in on Jindo Island, and I love the description of the tiger nest temples, and I think it was just such a big step up from the previous two books in terms of like sheer epicness. I am really happy that Taija is finally a man. He has done the full metamorphosis into the king he needs to be. They even mentioned in the book how like his voice deepens and how he needs to be suited up for new uniforms because he's getting too tall. And like I said in my previous reviews of the first two books, it was such a thrill and a joy to see this little boy who probably was put into one of the most difficult situations ever to slowly grow up and become a man, and now he finally is. It's like watching my son go off to college and be a man, and oh, I'm so proud of him. Aw, Taija. I thought from the beginning that Kira was gonna be, okay, I'm a girl and I love you, Jaewon. Those were my expectations, and like up until 3/4 of the novel, she was still totally bros before hoes. Like she was like, don't distract me with your kisses, man. We have a world to save. Like I don't have time for your whiny I love yous, and I need to save the world because that's what I need to do. Now for the spoilery parts of the novel, because you can't really go into a finale book without a lot of spoilers being thrown at you, so here we go. Shin's return and Kira's absolute cluelessness about the whole thing just made me laugh so much. So Shin comes into her room and declares his love for her, and Jaewon overhears it, and he's like, I'm jealous, Kira. So she's like, okay, you're jealous. And then the next day, Shin's like, can we talk in private? And she's like, yeah, sure, let's go to the back garden where we can have privacy. Never mind if Jaewon overhears us, like, you know nothing, Ken Kira. It was just really funny, and my humor was obviously cut abrupt by Shin's death. I thought as deaths go, it was well done. It was a brave, noble way to die. I thought it was a proper end for Shin, and I really kind of teared up a bit when Kira was like, this time I know he's not coming back like he did before. Probably my favorite part of the book was Kira losing her tiger spirit. Now, that might seem a bit sad and like, why is that your favorite part, where she loses her tiger spirit, everything that represents her throughout the series? That's been her one like thing, that she has the tiger spirit in her and she loses it. Throughout the series, I was like, okay, so she's a girl, she's a warrior, that's cool, but doesn't she have like a little bit of supernatural help having the tiger spirit in her? Like that seems a bit unfair. Why couldn't she be a girl who did all these things based on her own merit and not because she's got some supernatural tiger god in her? Well, in this book, that finally happens. She loses her tiger spirit, but she still manages to save the world, kind of prove that girls are just as capable as boys, and we don't need like powers or magic bestowed on us to do it. Kira did it all on her own, and that made me really happy. So I really kind of loved the plot about her losing her tiger spirit. That was a really good plot, and the fact that it came right after she was poisoned by the arrow was like, bam, poisoned, and she's like almost dying, and then bam, she loses it, was just, that was one of my favorite sections of the book. One of my other favorite parts of the book was towards the end, where Jaewon lay close to dying and she had to choose between getting her tiger spirit back, between that or bringing Jaewon back to life, and she chooses Jaewon, and it's such a turning point for her because her tiger spirit represented everything she was, and Jaewon represented everything she could be, and she knew that she didn't have to keep clinging to being a tiger inhabited girl to be a hero or to be a good person or to be a female fighter, and so she chooses Jaewon, and then they live happily ever after. And that is it for my King review, and unfortunately that is it for all my Prophecy reviews because the series has come to an end. I know a lot of you are fans of Avatar: The Last Airbender, like it's a pretty popular TV show. So if you're a fan of that, just go ahead and read the series. That is it for my King review. If you guys liked it, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram, both at Cuckoo for Books, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys!